Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Flight Academy. It's time for Season 2. This series is brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. As always, my name is Phil. 11 players go head-to-head in a round-robin single-ship tournament to find out who is the ace pilot. The format rules are in the description below, but joining me for the final game of Round 4, we still have...
It's me again, Ben. Hi, folks.
Hey, Ben. Thank you very much for joining us for the entirety of Round 4 and seeing all of the action we've had. It's been absolutely brilliant so far, and this game, I think, should shape up to be quite an interesting one as well. We've got two quite different ships doing very different things. I'm curious to see how they get on. But I'm just going to quickly run through Conor's list. It's going to be a bit of a change from normal. I'm going to run through the Scum whilst you're on channel. That doesn't happen often. But we have Guri in the Red Star Viper with outmaneuver and prime thrusters.
Yeah, nice and straightforward.
That's a breath of fresh air compared to some other lists.
And Fraser is bringing in a new starfighter, Rick Ole. Or Ollie? I don't know. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it.
I always say Ole.
Ole, yeah. It sounds more fun when you say Ole.
Yes.
He is running with Duke, Fire Control System R2D2 for some nice bit of regen and proton torpedoes.
It is a cool ship. And in the comments, you can decide which one I'm talking about. But to be honest, it's both of them. That Red Star Viper and that yellow Naboo they're just so cool. Like, they are some of the prettiest ships in the game, I think.
Both great fun to fly as well. I mean, Naboo's always like to go around really, really fast.
Oh, especially Rick with his ability.
I just want to do 3 speed maneuvers.
I mean, I completely understand Fraser's choice of R2D2. I think in a game where survivability is key, that is really cool. But I don't know. I love him with the astromech, which allows you to up or down the maneuver. Is it R2C4?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Something along those lines. But I love that astromech. I think it pairs really nicely with Rick. But R2D2 has come into its own in this series so far. So, is Fraser going to try and? He's got to do something to get a bit more distance there against Guri, I think.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to be outmaneuvered.
No.
Rick is really good defensive ship with his evade, and his ability is great.
Yeah, because right now he'll get an additional evade dice. He's done a much faster move than Guri's done. But I think one of the downsides, because you always want to fly the N1 so fast, it's so difficult sometimes actually to really get that engagement in a single ship environment. Yeah,
on a 1v1 it can be pretty tricky. I mean, they kind of want to dive in, fire a shot, and then fly off really fast, and by the time coming back in again, and just sort of do this rinse and repeat. A lot more difficult when you've got a single ship purely focused on you, chasing you down.
And I think in the game that Fraser actually had with you, I think what it came down to was the difficulty of trying to turn around and face you. It became such a challenge for Fraser there, unfortunately, that he just couldn't keep the guns on. And the Kirax obviously is a much more maneuverable and forgiving ship in that way, just like the Star Viper. I mean, it's basically shuffled across the board there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Naboo's starfighters really don't like to turn around. They really thrive on getting that evade token.
I mean, if their ability was just gain an evade for doing a speed 3 or higher maneuver, it'll be great. But where it's an evade action, it really makes you not want to do that Talon roll. Because you do that Talon roll, you suddenly don't have the action. You don't have anything there to give you a token. You become very, very open.
I like the fact that Fraser's got Duke on Ricochet. I think that makes a lot of sense. It's a great combination with the Naboo Starfighter's ability. Just means
absolutely.
Their 2 dice gun punches a bit better than it would normally.
Yeah, because again, with a 2 dice gunship, you've got to try and do as much as you can to try and really beef that up. And again, Rick's ability in itself, which won't trigger here because it's both 3-speed maneuvers. That's interesting. The advantage there is kind of with Conor, actually, because
so it'd be 3 against 2.
Yeah,
Fraser would normally probably get a bit more.
And not only that, he doesn't need to do an action there because he gets that free focus.
So doesn't need to spend it. Can't modify with Duke.
No, but obviously he does have the evade now in response to the attack because the defender can still modify. So, that's not going through.
Okay.
That Duke is doing work there for. Well, that's not Duke. The evade there, is doing work there for Fraser. But it's really stopping. Though Guri's not been rolling very well, but that evade has just basically gone. No, thank you every single time.
So Rick's going to want to try and break away as quick as possible, get as far away as possible, and try and swing around.
Yeah.
And if he can get those proton torpedoes off, that could make a hell of a lot of difference.
Yeah, because Guri's got a great ability there with getting that focus at range 1, but outmaneuver and prime thrusters are a great combination, but it still leaves her with not a lot that she can do. But this is absolutely ideal.
Oh, that barrel roll.
That is exactly
what you want. So good.
Outmaneuvered, so gets rid of Rick's extra dice there. Doesn't need to take an additional action, just takes that focus. Possibly a target lock might be a good idea, but then do you want to stress Guri out is the question. But once you've got a Guri behind you, it can be difficult to shake her. There we go. That's the good attack we were waiting for.
So Rick does get extra dice.
No, loses it for outmaneuver.
Oh, of course, yeah. So he would get extra dice, but then lose it again. Yeah.
Yep. So
and
just
then the evade.
Just suffers 1 there, so that's not too bad.
Oh, yeah, I think he did okay there.
Yeah, finally getting some damage through there for Guri, but this is the big choice now. Does Rick really book it again to get away, or does he try and
go 5 forward and
boost?
Oh, okay, he's going to try and use the asteroids, I think.
Yeah. Interesting choice. Could be good, but I don't know.
It's so difficult to get away from Guri.
If Guri does a 2 bank followed by a boost, she's back behind you. Oh, taking it a bit slower, actually. Not a bad shout.
Could barrel roll inwards? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Again, gonna get outmaneuver.
Yeah, range 3 outmaneuver, so Rick will get an additional dice, but
there's really good space there because Guri could just 1 hard to the right next turn.
Yeah.
And just keep on.
That evade's still doing work there. But while we're waiting for them to get their dials down, guys, just want to remind you, if you do like what we're doing here at Out of Arc Game, you can support us on Patreon with the link in the description below. Oh, he's actually done the Talon.
Oh, okay. He's decided now's the time.
I don't blame him. I was thinking it would either need to be the Talon or switch it up and do a 3 the other way, because if this isn't a 1 hard, I'd be surprised.
Just feels so risky when you don't get that evade.
Yeah.
But at what point do you say enough's enough? I'm not going to get chased anymore.
Yeah, you've got to make that decision to turn around at some point. Otherwise, you're just.
I mean, he's got the gas cloud.
Yeah.
So.
Taking the lock. I like the choice there.
Also, he's got lock, so could he fire proton torpedoes? Yes, here we go.
Here's the protons. Oh, we don't think he wanted to spend that target lock, so.
Yeah, it would have been nice to keep a target lock fire control system later, but.
Yeah. Oh, that's 2 going through, so that's a shield and a crit. I believe that's 3 crits there. Damage sensor array.
Oh.
That's not good.
Guri doesn't want to see that.
No.
Oh dear.
That is one of the worst ones for a Star Viper there. Only be able to perform focuses, and pretty sure we mentioned this before. Guri doesn't actually have a focus. She has a calculate. She gets a focus for range 1, but.
See, on most of the other ships, that's not too bad, because a lot of ships just quite happy just to focus. But yeah, Guri's really going to suffer with that one.
Yeah, but that's the final shield down there on Rick, so that's not too bad there. But yeah, I can imagine we'll see that being repaired quite quickly. But this is a great turn for Fraser to try and capitalise on the lack of manoeuvrability there.
Yeah, Rick could be caught in a difficult position here. He's like, do I fly off, do a bit of regen, come back, or do a hammer Guri while you've got the opportunity?
He went the wrong way. I would have absolutely loved it if Fraser had gone to ship left there. Even if bumping Guri, I think, would have stayed out of her arc and then had a great shot.
The regen.
Yeah, there's the R2D2 regen there, so that's why you take that. But Guri has actually repaired damage sensor array now, so does not have to worry about that. Has all of her actions back with her.
Oh, that's going to be close.
I
think he's okay though.
Yep, he's doing it. He's actually he's being aggressive. I like it.
Yep, I like that maneuver.
Oh, Fraser debating the regen there. It's already depleted though. I think doing that, although depletes don't stack, so it's not too bad, but still. You want to try and get rid of at least one of those depletes before you redeplete yourself.
Good barrel roll there, I think. Now Guri's got space just to hard one in. Catch Rick.
And especially, it's one of those ones Guri actually quite likes not being player 1.
Yeah.
Having that perfect knowledge, knowing where Fraser's going to be, can then really react to that and decide which way round her barrel roll is going to go. So, I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see... It's the Star Viper... terrible when it comes to the Star Viper down, but I'd like to see like 2 hard. Oh, 1 bank. Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
That is... Not
I mean,
what I was expecting.
Probably stay there. Okay, he's going for there.
No, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Brings his outmaneuver back in.
Yeah.
Not getting shot at. Yeah.
I'd have been tempted to link it to a calculate, but...
Yeah, he's got space to clear the stress.
Yeah, calculate would have been great there, though. Would have got that damage through.
Yeah.
And that is actually the 20-minute mark as well. So we are going to have to go to extra time here. So again, additional 5 minutes for these players to try and finish each other off. If one is at half and the other isn't, then that will be the win for that player. Oh, that's very dangerous, Fraser.
Oh, is it movement?
Oh.
Yeah, again, that's probably going to favour Guri.
Yeah, that will favour Guri, because Guri will get the focus for defence.
For defence, yeah.
And that target lock is absolutely useless. Just the one. Doesn't need it. Rick does get the extra defence dice, because obviously, again, you get all the benefits in defence. So it will be 3v3. I think, again, when we played this, range 0 attacks were still quite a new thing, so there was still a lot of when does this activate, when does this not activate, and I think we're double checking on with Rick as to whether we feel that he gets that additional one in defence, and I'm pretty sure that our ruling on it was because obviously in defence you get the modifications, he still gets it, but he doesn't get it on attack.
Yeah. Yeah, so on attack you can't add any results.
Yeah.
Add any extra dice or modify your dice. However, the defender can freely modify and add dice.
So no damage either side there.
Guri's in a good position now.
Yeah, very good position.
I
like it. I like it a lot.
To barrel roll, because otherwise Rick will just fly past.
Yeah.
Yep, here he goes. Well, I'd be tempted to go the other way.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah. So I think Rick's just going to fly off.
Fly off and probably...
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the R2-D2 region there. Yeah, if Conor had barreled off the other way, that would have been an amazing shot there.
I'd try and get a sticky target lock here for your proton torpedoes.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'll be all right with it.
I mean, he's already got the target lock there, to be honest. He's got He's got the focus. So range 3 through the gas cloud. No additional dice. They both did a 3, I believe. I don't think that was a 4 for Rick.
No, it was a 3.
Just the 1.
Yeah.
This is where it's kind of coming apart for Conor. He's not getting enough damage through a turn. He's getting good positions.
I think you might see a Rick turn around now and try and fire a proton.
Yeah. Where do you target lock? Interesting. Staying there. Yeah, that's a turnaround.
Yeah. Guri could be in trouble here.
Yeah.
With no tokens.
This could be very dangerous for Guri. Just catching Rick in arc there. Having to spend that target lock. Just 2 hits. Just 1 damage. Regenning that shield earlier with R2-D2 was the right call. And here is the final proton torpedo. Is this, with 7 seconds left on the clock, what wins it for Fraser?
It could well be.
It's a hit and 2 crits by the look of it.
Perfect dice.
So close. Not quite. That's 1 damage. Sneaking the half points there right on the whistle.
Well done, Fraser.
Yeah, well done, Fraser. Going aggressive with Rick there. The right call that time. Really tricksy with, obviously, Guri. A couple of barrel rolls either way could have really sealed that, I think. But another great game there. So well done, Fraser. Thank you very much, Conor. That was absolutely brutal. But let's have a quick look at the table as it stands. I know Ben is curious to see where he currently sits on the table, which is in second with a very respectable 8 points there. Wes capping the top of the group with 9, and Ed currently in third with 6 points. But again, plenty of games left to go there. So guys, do stick around. But Ben, thank you very much for joining us for the entirety of round 4 there.
Yeah, always a pleasure to commentate and watch these games.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to seeing more of your games on the table very soon. But guys, that was round 4. Again, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, link for the Patreon in the description below, and we will see you next time.